In today's news, the staff at the Tortola Pier Park calls all local talent.
Antigua's Prime Minister slams Digicel as well as Flo.
Let's talk about who's going to cross the floor next.
Today we have a live interview with Miss Sarah Harrigan on her upcoming Live by My Design manifestation and vision board brunch.
More news on the Grammy Awards and your weekly arrest blotter. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There's the answer code.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Brilliant Hands and Minds tutoring services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
Welcome everyone. This is another great episode of 284 News. It is Tuesday, the 28th of January 2020. My name is Javon Wilson.
And I'm Kyla Kinsha Forbes.
Now, Kyla, I know you were not on air yesterday, but we are, I should say, the world is currently mourning the loss of a legend. We've been hearing the word legend because that really speaks to his character and what he truly represents and who he truly was.
Definitely.
Mr. Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna, and of course all the other 7 victims that was on board that helicopter when it went down on Sunday. How are you processing all of this?
I think when the news hit on Sunday, we all the news really spread really fast.
It went
and
fast.
it was a really a shocker because we all know Kobe. I know Kobe from growing up. I had my little Lakers jersey.
Okay.
You know, so I know Kobe from growing up, but it was a real shocker, and also his daughter Gianna.
I think that's the real impact.
That was hard to digest simply because Gianna seemed like his legacy. He left a legacy behind, but she was next up, you know, and I loved the bond that they had and how he coached her, and it's sad. It's really sad.
It's tragic, and I could only imagine what his family and the rest of his extended family, as well as his fans, his friends, what they're going through, and we just want to continue to lift them in prayers as they heal through this process.
Agreed.
Viewers, we have to get into your newscast for today. The Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Mr. Gaston Brong, has openly condemned Caribbean telecommunication companies, Digicel and Flo, for what he's calling, quote, crappy, expensive service. He lashed out against the private providers in favor of the state-owned Antigua Public Utilities Authority and used the occasion of the 2020 budget speech to slam both of them for providing what he calls expensive and poor quality service. He said, quote, I know there are many who are blaming the government for slow internet services, but the reality is it is Cable and Wireless and Digicel who are selling crappy service for an expensive fee. That is a fact, and I want them to hear every word I'm saying very clearly, he told Parliament. He said, as a result of this, quote, we cannot rely on them. The Prime Minister and Minister for Finance announced that US $30 million will be invested in APNU to improve the broadband service and coverage. He said that this will include underwater fire cable for faster speeds. Quote, we are getting APUA to build out its own infrastructure so you can get good quality, affordable service, he would have announced. We are not having any quarrels over this with them. They can continue to provide their crappy service. We're putting money in APUA so we can supply demands for our people, Brown added. Now, Kyla, I know this is an ongoing issue in the region when we consider the level of the level of service delivered from the telecommunications companies across, not just in the British Virgin Islands, not just in the
Caribbean.
in Antigua, in the region. The service is pretty poor when you think about it. When we examine the products and services delivered in exchange for the exorbitant prices that we have to pay, there's a clear imbalance. When we think about exceptional service, you know, we travel to the United States and the larger nations across the world. Two words that comes to mind is reliability and speed, but clearly most of the residents are complaining across the region that, you know, they have not received that value for money. Now, I know last year the Premier would have announced that in order for us to build a sustainable BVI, the local telecommunications companies must be up to par with international standards. He expressed that it is hampering the economic growth and pledged to address the technological crisis. He promised to meet with local providers, but I'm not really sure what happened, if that happened or what came out of those meetings. But one thing's for sure, again, what is Antigua, BVI, the region, that has to happen sooner
Then later.
Absolutely.
I agree. The Premier referred to it as a technological crisis, and I think so, because persons who have lived away or had the pleasure of living in those bigger jurisdictions know what it's like to have speedy service at little to no cost,
super
you know.
affordable
And of
price.
course, we can't expect the Caribbean to be necessarily on that standard. Not saying that they can never get there, but of course that's bigger jurisdictions. But something has to be done.
I think we should, well, the great thing is when he made the announcement last year, a lot of persons were excited and supported him because, again, this is something that we all can agree on. The standard it can be lifted to a great degree. And so seeing that nothing really came out of those meetings, if they were had, I guess persons are still disappointed a little bit, but we'll just have to wait and see how that resolves.
Definitely. Calling all local talents, the staff at the Cyril B. Rumney Tortola Pear Park is interested in meeting with local talents. So these meetings have been set to discuss opportunities to promote and showcase your talents. So all entertainers, all artists, musicians, dancers, and personalities are to meet on Saturday, the 1st of February at 12 p.m. Then we go on to all festival troops and festival artists. That meeting will be at 1 p.m. on the same day. That's Saturday, the 1st of February. And then on to all nationality or representative for active country associations, and that meeting will be at 2 p.m. The meetings will be held in the Cyril B. Rumney Tortola Pear Park conference room. So of course we're encouraging all talents to go out and hear what the staff has to say, because of course we want to bring our Pear Park alive. You know, and I think that these local talents can do that. And of course, the opportunity that it gives to these entrepreneurs to now be paid for their craft, you know, that's definitely a great thing. So we want to encourage all of these persons to go out. But one thing that I also saw is that including other cultures.
Because the BVI really and truly is a melting pot when you think about the diversity of cultures. We are home to many different nationalities. And of course, the BVI culture is first and foremost and paramount. But we also want to provide an avenue for all cultures to be celebrated. And I really love that. I'm really happy that we are revising our interaction with tourists. When you think about the Tortola Pear Park, that is where the majority of our tourists come in.
Agreed.
It's one of the main interfaces of the British Virgin Islands. And, you know, there's an old adage that says, you know, the first interaction leaves a lasting impression. And that is the fact, it's the truth. And so we want to create as dynamic of an experience that we can, because again, this is where the tourists interact with us first. So I'm really happy to see the BVI.
This is a start to something great.
Yes. And I think we should do this at the airport too. This is something where we can incorporate at the airport
I think
as well.
as tourists land in the BVI, they should know they should feel it. They should feel our culture. So I hopefully this goes somewhere.
I do applaud the BVI Tourist Board because I know on what they call big ship days when majority of the ships come in, or I think 3 or more ships, there's always a lot of cultural
Lively.
activity at the Tortola Pier Park, but it's always about how we can, again,
Improve.
incorporate that into our everyday living, make it a legitimate part
Agreed.
of what we do
I
at the
agree.
Tortola Pier Park.
So viewers, still ahead, we are live with local lifestyle coach Sarah Harrigan on her upcoming manifestation and vision board brunch this Saturday. So hear all about it when we come right back.
What are you really running for, boss? You could have bust a hole in your head. But see, with the competition, it means about to bust a hole in your pocket.
I could get my modem, please.
Anyhow, I got something huge to show you.
I gotta be sick in your head.
The whole on string bean, Tina kind of party. Check this. That's LTE1 for just about everyone. LTE2 for you and your boo. And hold on. Bam! Rate so low, you feel like you're free. That's LTE3 for you and the whole family.
Save even more on your internet with new pricing from CCT. Get LTE 2 now for only $149. Get LTE 3 for the new low price of $189. All packages are unlimited, so there's no overage charge. You don't have to run into Chaz for savings. Just stop by our store and sign up today. Come on over to CCT. Life
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media at cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
When you need to stay connected with friends and families at home or abroad, the best choice for you is Freedom. CCT Freedom. With the lowest rates in the market, our Freedom plan gives you unlimited calls and texting. Plus, our Freedom One package includes 10 gigabits of super fast, unlimited LTE data and unlimited calls to the BVI, USA, USVI, Canada, Puerto Rico, and UK lines. Why pay for overages when you can enjoy CCT Freedom? Stop by at one of our stores today and speak with one of our representatives to find out more about our CCT Freedom packages.
It's been said, sticks and stones may break bones, but words don't hurt me. That could not be further from the truth. Everything you say and do creates an impact. Whether you're 13 or 30, 6 or 60, your actions and words carry weight. They either lift someone up or tear them down. 1 in 5 students ages 12 to 18 has been bullied during the school year. Approximately 160 teens have skipped school because of bullying. The most commonly reported types of bullying are verbal harassment, social harassment, physical bullying, and cyberbullying. Remember, everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about, and bullying is never.
He is. Viewers, welcome back. Of course, I think we're having some technical difficulties, so we'll go right back to the commercial and we'll be right back.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Brilliant Hands and Minds Tutoring Services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
Why you really running for, boss? You could have bust a hole in your head. But see with the competition, it's mean about to bust a hole in your pocket.
I could get my modem, please.
Anyhow, I got something huge to show you.
I gotta be sick in your head.
Well, hold on, string bean. Taking a kind of party. Check this. That's LTE1 for just about everyone. LTE2 for you and your boo. And hold on. Bam! Rate so low, you feel like you're free. That's LTE3 for you and the whole family.
Save even more on your internet with new pricing from CCT. Get LTE 2 now for only $149. Get LTE 3 for the new low price of $189. All packages are unlimited, so there's no overage charge. You don't have to run into Chaz for savings. Just stop by our store and sign up today. Come on over to CCT.
Viewers, welcome back to 284 News. Now, as promised, we are sitting with what I like to refer as the manifestation mogul, BVI Beauty, Miss Sarah Harrigan. Of course, she is hosting this weekend, for those of you who do not know, a workshop or brunch called Life by My Design Manifestation and Vision Board Brunch. Now, Sarah, first of all, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I know a lot of successful persons around the world speak about the importance of visualizing and the importance of manifestation. Mm-hmm. Now, I know you're a life coach by career. Just tell us a little bit about the importance of that, if you believe in it as well, and why we're here today.
All right. So, like you said, almost all successful people have a vision board. And the reason why is because when you actually visualize something, you generate a feeling within you, right? So when we think about serotonin, which is a positive emotion that comes out of us, it encourages us to get up and take action because we feel like we already have that result.
Right.
Versus trying to create something without the visual, you get very, okay, it's not going to happen, so I don't need to do any work towards it. So that's why we want to put the things that we want in front of us so we can generate that energy every day to take action to have it.
So it's really all about finding your clarity on the things that are important to you. Now, we've heard about quite a number of vision board brunches, and it really appeals especially to women. I'm very interested in that because I personally attended one last year, and I recognized that it's so important for you to write things down. For you to, like you said, because there's so many distractions in life, you know? Life happens, family happens, friends happens, relationships happens. And we just tend to get distracted by all these different elements and kind of lose ourselves and our goals in that process. Just seeing it in front of you is what we're doing this Saturday.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So I think what's really going to differentiate what we are going to be doing on Saturday versus any other vision board party is we are going to also think about the things that usually get in the way of us accomplishing our goals.
Oh, wow.
So any vision board party that I've been to, I went, I cut some stuff up, I put some stuff on the paper, I put it on my room, and then I probably only accomplished one or two things. Because when I got alone, I started to think about all the reasons why I couldn't accomplish them.
The obstacles.
Yes.
Okay.
And that stopped me. So the first half of the day on Saturday, we're going to talk about the things that can possibly stop you. How do you overcome those things and move forward anyways? And then we're going to put everything on the board. So now you feel like I can actually do this.
I like that you said that, because when we think about manifestation, a lot of persons, especially persons I would say in the older generation, think it's more of what we call wishful thinking. And I think by doing that, you kind of dismiss the power of the mind, because yes, hard work is an important thing, but we can also work smart. As a matter of fact, we can create a beautiful balance between the two. Yeah.
I think it's once you can see it, once the mind can conceive it, it already exists, right? And I think we all have a general belief in something bigger than us, whether it's a God or the universe or Buddha, whoever it is for you, and they have already done all the work. It really takes that mustard-sized seed of faith, of belief, of trust that it already exists, and then you take the action to get there.
All right, so we're doing this Saturday, which is February 1st.
Yes.
I'm really happy to see it being done at the beginning of the year. It really sets the tone for the year. Now, you said in the first half of the program for Saturday, we're speaking about the obstacles, the blockages. What are we getting into for the rest of the day?
The rest of the day, we're actually going to get into the importance of visualization, the importance of affirmation, right? So once we see those things that we want, we then have to affirm ourselves, I deserve this thing, right? It's possible, I'm fully capable of doing it. And then lastly, we're going to talk about meditation.
Which I'm so excited about.
Meditation, that little 15 minutes to yourself, right? And then lastly, we are going to create our vision boards and then speak to the people in the room about what we want to create, because guess what? In that room are the resources that you need to get exactly where you want to go.
Ah, I love that. I love that. I love that. So are tickets still available? I know ever since the flyer hit, it's been going like hot fire, but just are tickets still available?
So to be very clear, 20 spots. I want this to be very, very intimate, right? I want people to feel free and feel safe in the space to talk about what they want. So we have, I think, 7 tickets left as of this morning. So,
okay.
Yes.
And how can persons purchase a ticket?
So you can either reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook at Sarah Elizabeth Harrigan, or you can come down to Lady Sarah's and reserve your spot.
Lady Sarah's.
Yes.
There's 2 reasons to come to Lady Sarah's. All the
eat
better.
good, yes.
But Sarah, I just want to say, first of all, congratulations. I think this is an incredible undertaking. And I really think it means a lot to people to get clear about what they want. I think we all get lost in life because we don't take time to, first of all, define what we want. And like you said, the more you see it, the more it manifests, the more you work at it, the more it comes into fruition.
There we go.
So I'm really excited about what's happening this Saturday. Again, viewers, if you are yet to get your tickets, the time is now. Head on over to Sarah Harrigan, you said on Facebook and Instagram as well, to purchase your tickets. That is the Life by My Design Manifestation and Vision Board Brunch. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, viewers, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, but we're coming back with more news.
Why you really running for, boss? You could have bust a hole in your head. But see with the competition, it means about to bust a hole in your pocket.
I could get my modem, please.
Anyhow, I got something huge to show you.
I gotta be sick in your head.
The whole on string bean, Tina kind of party. Check this. That's LTE1 for just about everyone. LTE2 for you and your boo. And hold on. Bam! Rate so low, you feel like you're free. That's LTE3 for you and the whole family.
Save even more on your internet with new pricing from CCT. Get LTE 2 now for only $149. Get LTE 3 for the new low price of $189. All packages are unlimited, so there's no overage charge. You don't have to run into Chaz for savings. Just stop by our store and sign up today. Come on over to CCT. Life Unlimited.
Hello?
Wait, you had a lunch again? You don't say you were sick? Why haven't you already rehearsal?
No, babe. I'm actually watching the news right now. Take a listen.
Topping our newscast today, UFOs seen around Tortola Pier Park.
And District 3 residents outraged over no water supply. They simply cannot bathe. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
All right, babe, just get some rest, take 2 Advil, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, honey. I see you later. I love you.
It's clear to see that Coconut Lounge is a place to be, the coolest cocktail lounge in the British Virgin Islands. A lounge like no other, with welcoming, professional service, and a breathtaking ambiance. Not forgetting a diverse selection of wines, beers, and signature cocktails. Cozy, comfortable, contemporary. Coconut Lounge at Tortola Pier Park. Visit us today.
Viewers, welcome back. Over the break, Javon, we got some breaking news. So according to some reports, a 7.7 7 earthquake hit off the coast of Jamaica. Wow. That is crazy.
That is
okay, so
alarming.
now because of that, we have tsunami warning in Jamaica, Cuba, and the Cayman Islands.
That is pretty scary, especially considering the series of earthquakes we've seen over the last few weeks.
Yep.
A matter of fact, ever since December, I would think the third week in December, we've been seeing quite a number of earthquakes in the region, Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands region. So that is a lot to be worried about.
7.7. That's big. You know, no reports of damage as yet.
I'm sure they're still assessing what's going on at
yes,
this point.
it seems like it has just happened. So of course, as it develops, we will have more details for you on that. Yes, but as we move along, over the weekend, many musical artists were recognized at the infamous Grammy Awards. You spoke a little bit about that.
Coffee did it.
I think she did it for all of us.
Listen,
like, I feel that.
Listen,
I feel
so
that.
much pride. Like, I mean, I told Ron yesterday, she did it for women, she did it for the Caribbean region, and she did it for reggae music, because when you think about the imprint she's leaving at such a young age, you know what I mean? Coffee is just amazing.
Amazing. So, yeah, I just think that she is... Wow, and then she's going on to the Super Bowl. Like,
she's going on. She's booked for everything. She is booked,
it is amazing.
And busy.
But going on to some other amazing things that happened over the weekend. Michelle Obama, like, I feel like that's anti-Michelle.
Yeah.
You know, her win is my win.
Right?
You know, so she basically won a Grammy for spoken word album category. So that category honors like poetry reading, audiobooks, and storytelling. And she got that Grammy for the audio recording of her best-selling book, Becoming.
I love that book. I've had the honor of reading it, and I just really, above everything else, love how she chronicled who she was as a person, her life, her legacy, but most importantly, speaking to her character trait, just simply being bold. And a lot of persons didn't like that, you know, growing up as a child. If you're a little too bold, you know, people look down at it and think you're rude. They try to dismiss you, you know what I mean? But her parents really nurtured that quality. They allowed her to speak.
See it now.
And look who she is today. She is Michelle Obama, you know?
And the thing is, she is Michelle Obama and, of course, wife of Barack Obama. But she is not just that. She is so
many other things.
more. She is amazing. But, yeah, and then we went on to the tribute to Nipsey Hussle. That was a big part of the night. Nipsey passed in March the 31st of 2019. But, yeah, he won a Grammy for the best rap performance for his song Racks in the Middle. But his of course, you see here where his family was there to
receive his award.
Yeah, and it just speaks to the legacy. And of course, that night was very emotional because then you just heard about the passing of Kobe Bryant. So that night turned into a tribute, not just for Nipsey, but also to Kobe.
But I'm very glad that we were able, even at such a short notice, specifically for Kobe Bryant, able to honor them in such a dynamic way. I know Alicia Keys and Boyz II Men did a really touching tribute to Kobe Bryant. But like you said, Nipsey Hussle, I mean, we were speaking about this earlier. He was seen as a prophet. You know, he really revolutionized the world through his music and his message. And I think that's the type of legacy that lives on forever. So we just wanted to continue to keep their families in our prayers. I know Lauren is a dynamic woman. She's a strong woman. And trust me, the world has not lost anything. If anything, we've gained a lot through the lives of Nipsey Hussle and Kobe Bryant.
I definitely agree.
All right, guys, I think we're out of time for today's newscast. Again, if you have not as yet, checked us out on our website. We are brand new. We've just launched our website. That is 284media.com. Be sure to check out all of our articles. And, of course, you can binge watch videos. You can also follow us on Facebook and YouTube at 284media, as well as 284BVI on Instagram, as well as Twitter. My name is Javon Wilson.
Definitely. But guys, yes, we had this breaking news about the 7.7 earthquake off the coast of Jamaica. Of course, 284 News will keep you updated on that. You can check out our Facebook page, as Javon just said, 284 Media, for more information on that. I am Kyla Kenesha Forbes, and we'll see you again tomorrow as we deliver your daily dose of local, regional, and international content. 284 News, your source for honest and impartial news, right here on 284 Media. Have a happy Tuesday, everybody.
Bye.